But what if I don't want to stream landscaped? I don't even know. Let me see. Andy, when you don't know what you're doing? I don't. Because now I don't want to hold it. But it's like landscaped. And I don't know why it's doing that. How do I see this chat? I can't figure it out. Let me see. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's my first time going live, so I'm trying to figure it out. Hey, girl, how are you? So I honestly just wanted to come on live because I've never been on live before, and I kind of wanted to play around with it to kind of see what's going on with YouTube Live. And I wanted to like answer any questions. But we also hit 20K the other day, and I didn't even realize it. I didn't even say, not that I didn't realize it, but I didn't even acknowledge it. I don't think. Did I? I think so. Hey, thanks for watching my videos. Oh, wow. Okay, so the chat pops up as I'm on here. That's so cool. Oh, you are? I'm excited about it. You already booked your stuff for 2021. You on it then. You on it. See, some people didn't even think about their goals for 2021 yet, but you already thought about your goals. Hey, girl. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, I honestly just wanted to get on here really quick. I got some emails to check, but I wanted to get on here really quick just to say what's up, to see how this whole thing works. And the lighting in here is great, actually. Factually. The new lighting in my office is great. I switched out my my light bulbs from yellow lighting to white lighting, and A1, okay? A1. You got one of what today? What you got today? And what do you mean how you deal with international shipping? Like, how do you charge for it, or how do you actually ship it? What do you mean? Tell me what you mean. Ooh. But yeah, I switched out my light bulbs. Literally, like, I had a e-hustle session, and I had a guest speaker come in. So my lawyer came and spoke to my e-hustle babes last week. And when I saw her lighting, I was like, girl, like, I look like crud compared to you. And then she told me the trick behind it. And then literally right after that call, I went to Target at like 10 o'clock at night, and I bought me some light bulbs, and I made my fiance switch out my light bulbs, and I bought me like a new camera and everything, because I was like, this is not it. But how you charge for it is, unfortunately, there's like no way to charge one amount for international shipping unless you have a deal with like USPS or with DHL or something like that. So usually what I tell people to do is you can just have it estimate for them when they go to check out. Or you can have a certain rate for each kind of region. So like for Canada, you could have a certain shipping rate for them based off of the average shipping rate. For the UK, you could have a rate for them based off the average shipping rate, et cetera, et cetera. But just know, with having an average shipping rate for international, you're going to sometimes lose a couple dollars and sometimes you'll gain a couple of dollars. But that's the only way to do it if you want a flat rate. But when I used to have my shoe boutique, I charged them pretty much based off of how they live. So it would just calculate at checkout. But yeah, I hope that answers your question though. I hope that answers your question. I charged her $26 for shipping. Did you actually look and estimate it, or did you just make up a number? So don't just make up a number, because then you could lose a lot of money like that. So I hope you actually looked and estimated how much it would actually cost. But I just wanted to come on here. You said no, you didn't make it up. Okay, cool. I just want to come on here and just say, like, thank you for helping me reach 20K. I think we're almost to 25K right now. So I'm hecka late. Like, I'm like 2-3, maybe not 3 weeks. I think it's like 2.5 weeks late. But yes, we made it to 20K and now we're almost to 25K. And I know that seems like it's small to some people, but to me, that's big. One day I'm going to be up there with 100K and I can't wait. So I'm just thankful that people are actually subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what do y'all want to talk about? Do y'all want to just ask questions? Do y'all want to talk about something? What do y'all want to talk about? And if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I actually moved into a house. So now I have like my own little office. So it's so spacious compared to how I used to record my videos. Like, I actually used to record my videos in the bathroom in my apartment because of the lighting in there. And then I switched and I was using, like, they had like this little desk with bookshelves and I put a chair. It was a dining room chair and I used to record my videos on the dining room chair. And I put a fur throw over it so that nobody could tell it was a dining room chair. But I'm so excited that I actually have my own space now because there's like multiple places that I can record. And when you see my video tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about side hustles because you need to get your money up. You need multiple streams of income. But also if you're trying to start a business and you don't have the amount of money you need, whether your 9 to 5 isn't cutting it or whatever, definitely developing some side hustles could help. So tomorrow my video is about side hustles. Then I have another video dropping Thursday. I already recorded my other video for next week. So when you start seeing those videos, you're going to notice that I have a bunch of different backgrounds. And those are all literally in my office. Like, little cute backgrounds in my office. I basically made almost every wall in here a background for me to record on. So right now you're just seeing like my regular background that people, when we do coaching sessions, they get to see like just nothing behind me because my pictures, I didn't order them yet, but I'm supposed to be ordering like some big blown up pictures of myself that's going to go behind me. But they see this and pretty much there's like some cute setup going on over here that I wish I could show y'all, but I want y'all to see and watch the video so y'all can see it because I'm actually going to do a tour of my office soon. Because I know that I showed it when it was getting built. Like, you saw like the house with just the wood and everything. And then I showed it empty. But y'all haven't seen it since I actually put stuff in it. And it looks way different. It's so airy and girly. Like, it's pink, gold, and just all the colors that I actually like all in one. And it's beautiful. And I can't wait for y'all to see it. Especially now that I got this new lighting. Okay? I think I'm going to cancel it because I don't know how to deal with international shipping. Cancel what? The order? Why would you cancel the order? Didn't she already pay though? But yeah, I can't wait for y'all to see it. So if y'all want to see the office tour, let me know. I'm literally waiting. I haven't ordered. I don't know why I haven't ordered my pictures, but it's like I go on the website to order my picture and I get distracted and I leave. Like on this canvas website, I'm getting like this huge blown up canvas of myself. And then I had ordered some other stuff from this other girl that's making like custom stuff for my wall. And pretty much she hasn't shipped my stuff yet. So I didn't want to do the video without her giving me my stuff because I wanted to like shout her out and like I just feel like it completes my wall too. So I haven't done that yet, but I'm starting to get impatient because I really want to show my office. Oh, thank you. I had this hair in for a minute though. Since like the first week of December. This is my hair that I wear for my engagement party. But I just crimped it instead. So my hairstylist had curled it for me. Like, so it was like those big wand curls you saw. And then I started crimping it so it looks wavy instead now. But thank you. Thank you. So what do y'all want to talk about before I get off? Because I got a bunch of emails. I got like 180. And I'm trying to check emails. I'm going to time myself 30 minutes, I think, to check as many emails as I can. I'm going to check my assistant's emails first, then my lawyer emails, then some other people emails. Then I'm looking at my little to-do list on my dry erase board. Then I got to plan out some Instagram content because I need to start posting on Instagram again. Because it's about to be a new year and I've been off of Instagram for a hot minute. It's been like 6 or 7 months since I've been off of Instagram. Like sometimes there's occasional story posts, but yeah, I've been off of Instagram for a hot minute in terms of my business Instagram. So I gotta plan out some content and I gotta do some other stuff too. You said ideas to do what? Ideas, let me see. I can't see the chat. It like comes and disappears. So type that question again. I'm launching my clothing boutique, but I want to launch a hair business at the same time. Does that make sense? Or should I do them separately? You should do them separately. So never try to, well, you can if you want to, but it's just better when you launch one business at one time so that you can focus all of your energy and money into that business. Because when you try to do too much at one time, you're trying to kind of spreading yourself too thin. So you need to have one main focus. So even when it comes to like the side hustle video, those are side hustles for a reason. So those are things that shouldn't take a lot of your time. It should be something that you set up and it just runs on its own, or something that you dedicate like a few hours to, and then most of your hours should be dedicated to your business. But yeah, definitely don't launch both at the same time at all. At all. And I don't know what the other question said because it disappeared before I could see it. But yeah, if you don't have, I just started my business's pre-orders. I'm shipping from US to Canada. Ideas on how to make a campaign for your new arrivals. I'm doing activewear for New Year, new body. It sounds like you've already got a campaign idea though. You said New Year, new body. So you start off with an idea, but then you also map out your goals, and then your goals break down into strategies and your strategies into tactics. And so they pretty much all correlate because your strategies are based off of what your goals are, and you want to be unique with the strategies that you're going to execute. But I could go into more detail on a coaching call because it's not like a cookie cutter plan. It's like, it's very specific to the person's business and their goals and their brand. So we'd have to have like a one-on-one so I can give you specific strategies. And yes, I've heard of ShipStation. I actually refer a lot of people to ShipStation. It makes shipping very easy for you, especially if you get a lot of orders. It's like all laid out for you. You can book a call by clicking the link in my description box. So as soon as you open up, I feel like the lives have a description box too. So as soon as you open up the live description box, it's going to say, click here to book a strategy call with me. You'll click there and then you'll pretty much book a call. My January calendar, it was open by accident before, like early December, but right now it's closed. So my January calendar is going to open up tonight, actually. So make sure you go on there tonight to book a call for January before it fills up. Okay? And I saw another question, but it went away. So I don't even know what it said. So type your question again if I didn't answer it. Type your question again if I didn't answer it. Yes, I believe in paying influencers. Influencers are honestly meant to get paid. I'm building my website, have little inventory because I don't have the funds. Should you, let me go on my, what was the last part of that? You said, should you actually launch it? How much would I pay? There's no one price for an influencer. Like each influencer has a different amount of influence based off of how long they've been doing it and what their following looks like. So their prices are dependent upon them. Like you have some influencers that may have a bigger platform or a bigger audience, but they may not get the same amount of engagement as somebody with a smaller audience. You may have somebody with a smaller audience with very high engagement, and those two may charge the same price. So it doesn't really matter up on followers, really. It matters on the level of engagement they get, and then also what they're giving you for their package. So some influencers have packages where they'll give you like, okay, I'm going to post you on my Instagram. I'm going to do a video about you. I'm going to shout you out on my story, and I'm going to like send you out on my email list or something. And so for that package, they're able to charge a lot, and then somebody who's just posting on their actual page may not charge you that much because they're only doing like one post. So that is a factor. Then, like I said, the size of their audience and the engagement of their audience is a factor, because I've seen influencers that have like maybe 100,000 followers that have more engagement than somebody with 1 million followers. And so it's worth more to pay the 100,000 who has a higher engagement than it is to pay the person with 1 million who has less engagement. It's a breakdown of numbers pretty much. So every influencer isn't going to charge the same price, like at all. Like for me, like for big companies, I have like different packages. When they reach out to me about advertising something, I have like different packages that they choose from. And so based on the package they choose is the price that they get. So there's like I said, no cookie cutter price. So make sure you're looking at their engagement. I always say to look for an email. So when it comes to contacting influencers, try to look for an email. A lot of them, not a lot, some of them should be managed. And so they should have like a manager's email in there or a booking email. And so I say email them to show them you're serious. Now, some influencers who don't have that, it's okay to DM them. But if they do have an email, try emailing them first before you DM them. And I saw that somebody asked about price margins. I have a video on how to price your products to make a profit. So look at that, okay? So look at that video. It's called How to Price Your Products for a Profit. Watch that video and that should answer all the questions that you have about pricing and profit. You sell jewelry. Once you get your coins up, you'll order more. You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, it honestly depends on you. I also have a video on how many products you should launch with, and I answered that because it's a number of factors. So it's not, there's no magical number for that. It honestly just depends. It just depends, to be completely honest. You're so smart. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You know, I try to be smart or whatever. But honestly, I'm like Google queen, and then I also went to school, so I like try to retain as much as I can. And I'm a person who, once I do it, I learn it and I remember. Can you say what the number is to launch a website? What do you mean by the number? Oh, thank you, Shirley. Thank you. What do you mean by the number of products? There's no number of products. So it honestly just depends, like I said, on a lot of things. So on the video on how much inventory to start with, it basically explains the different factors that you have to consider when you're thinking about how many products to launch with. I'm a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio born in the realest month ever, November. The realest month ever. You're welcome. But yeah, watch that because it answers a lot of your questions. Like, it breaks it down. Like, I put a lot into that video. I put a lot into that video, so make sure you go ahead and watch it. I pulled up this chat so that I can see it because it keeps disappearing on my phone. Like, I really don't. I'm glad I did this now because I plan on going on live like more often and having like actual live events. So I'm happy that I actually decided to test this out today, because if I would have came on here when I was ready to actually do an event or ready to actually like have like a real like live session, like I don't want to say real live session, but like a planned live session, I wouldn't have known what to do. So I'm happy that I actually came on here right now. Do I have an international video on shipping? Is that what you mean? A shipping international shipping video? No, ma'am. I do not. I do not. So a lot of my videos are going to be about like branding and marketing. And sometimes I talk about like beginner friendly things in terms of your business. But mainly when you book a session with me, you're basically booking because you're trying to either establish your brand or expand your brand. So my business exists to help people establish their brands and expand their brands through email and social media power strategies. Okay. So we talk about a lot on the strategy call. We talk about the issues you're having within your business, ways that you should improve your brand. We talk about email strategies you can use, social media strategies, social media ad strategies, paid promo, influencers, all that stuff we talk about on the call. And then based on what I recommend for you, then we talk about like more intensive coaching, because the strategy session is honestly just the beginning. So when you book the strategy session, it's a brief call with me. It's 45 minutes where we talk about all the things that are going wrong with your business, and then I give you my suggestions and my strategies. And then if you need to learn more about, let's say, like automated email marketing, or you need to learn more about Facebook and Instagram ads, then I have like trainings on those. And so then I give you the direct link to book those intensive trainings. Like my Facebook ads training is 3 hours long, and a lot of people split it up over like 2 days. And so when we go deep into that ad session, like we really do go deep. Like I give you all of the tea. And so that's why you have to go through the strategy session first. And then after the strategy session is when you can actually book the intensive stuff, because sometimes when people just go and book like random calls, like they'll book like, like an email marketing training or something like that, they realized after talking to me that that's not what they needed. They much rather needed like the ad session or like target audience session or something like that. So now I have the strategy session. You have to book that first. And then based off of what we talk about, then is when you can actually get an intensive session. And I send you the direct link so that you could book the intensive session. But the call is $99, and basically I just told you what we talk about, but it's $99 and you can add on a replay. So there's a little checkbox where you can add on a replay for $9, and pretty much you get to keep that replay and watch it as much as you want for 6 months. So it's like you get to keep it for 6 whole months, and it's only $99. Okay. I even got a fraud analysis that Shopify had, and it was medium on the international order. Look at what it was saying was fraud though. So what was it saying was fraud? Was it that the CVC didn't match? Was it the address? What was it saying was fraud? Because sometimes Shopify will flag it because they want you to be as safe as possible. So if they flag it and it's something that you could reach out to the customer and kind of solve or get an answer for, then try to do that. But if they flag it and it's something like outrageous, then don't do it. Oh, hey, Corey. How'd you know I was live? How'd you know I was live? I literally decided to come on here and just play around with live, even though I should be checking my emails, which I'm about to do right now because I have too many, but I'm about to check my emails. It's like, if I don't check my email for one day, I get about like 40 emails a day. So if I don't check my email for like the whole week, then I have like 200 something emails to check, like after the whole week. Like, and even if I check all my emails today and get it down to like 5, then tomorrow I'm going to have 45 by the end of tomorrow. So it's a lot, but I'm going to read as many emails as I can in 30 minutes, because sometimes, like there was one day I sat here checking my emails, no lie, for 5.5 hours, like in my chair. By the time I got up, like my butt was sore because I was sitting here for so long checking all those emails. And so I figured out I'm just going to time myself like 30 minutes to an hour every time I check my email. And then that way, like, I don't sit down for too long, because that's not good. I can't wait for our call either. Oh, you did? You bought the target customer, the target audience workbook, the What's Your Target workbook. It's definitely helpful. Did you get the class too? The add-on for the class? Because the class paints the whole picture. Like the book itself is great. The workbook itself is bomb.com. But the class, it really puts the icing on top. It said the billing address wasn't the same as the shipping. And that's honestly common. So what you can do is you could just email the customer and ask them to confirm their shipping address by proving that it's theirs. They could like send you like maybe a piece of mail, a picture of a piece of mail, or like their driver's license or something like that. Because right now, like I still use my old address. Like I haven't updated any of my cards to reflect my new address. So whenever I order something online, my billing address doesn't match. I didn't know you were subscribed, Corey. I didn't know. I'm still working through it, but I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, so if you did buy the class with the book and you just haven't watched the class yet? Is that what you're saying? Nashira? Is that how you say it? Nashira? Shirley, I wonder what people use to make videos for branding. Like, you know, some stores have 50% off, etc. in the video and has music in the background. I wonder what app it is. It could be a plethora of different apps. You could use Canva to create that. You could use Quick to create that, which is Quik. There's also, I can't remember the other one, but it's Adobe something. Like, I forgot what it's called. Adobe something. I can't remember. And yes, you could also hire an editor to create it. But if you're talking about just like the Instagram post where it's like a flashing 50 or something, like you can use, that's what it's called, Adobe Spark. You can use like something like that. Now, if you want like a full promo video that you want to run for an ad, then you can definitely like use an editor for that. But if you plan on using like needing to create like just words flashing period for your post, yeah, that should be easy to do on like Adobe Spark or something. No, not yet, but I plan to purchase more. I've been trying to invest more to perfect my ideas. Definitely, you got to invest in yourself. That's one thing I learned though. Like the more I invested in myself, the more money I made. Smart investments though, not like throwing your money down the drain, because some people feel like investing in themselves is like buying new hair and all that stuff. But like actually investing in yourself and making smart decisions, like smart informed decisions, your money will definitely grow longer if you're investing in yourself the right way. Like you can't be stingy. If it's one thing that I learned is that the more you give is the more you receive. So even when it comes to giving to other people, like I don't really hold back when it comes to giving to other people, because I know I'm gonna get it back tenfold. And what I do is every time I'm gonna gift something to somebody, I kind of pray to myself, not pray to myself, but I talk to myself and I pray to God, and I'm like, God, can you please bless me with twice as much, or 10 times as much, or just double how much I just gave, and put it back in my pocket. It really does help. So if you are stingy, you're not gonna get nowhere. So just stop that right now. If you're stingy, just consider it a loss or try to change your habits, okay? Hey, Trisha. And so Shirley, Corey is my video editor. So that's why he said you could use him. You could use him to edit your videos. I've created a monthly budget because I'm working with my full-time salary as my business isn't making much right now. So Nashira, how do you say it? Nashira, you should definitely watch my video tomorrow about side hustles, because you could definitely do a side hustle right now while you're working your 9 to 5. That way you can make extra money on the side. Like there's side hustles that you can make $1,000 a week, and that is more than enough to actually invest in your business. So for me, when I was working my 9 to 5, it wasn't enough for me, and I was doing some side hustles on the side. Even right now, like there's still some side hustles, which once you watch the video tomorrow, you'll hear some of them and you'll see what I'm doing right now that just help to have that money on the side. He has been editing all my past videos since, what month was that? I can't remember the exact month, but he's been editing my videos. So if you watch the how much inventory to start off with that you need to launch, I think that was his first video he edited for me, I think. So whatever video came after that, then definitely watch that. But even like my recent videos, he's edited as well. But yeah, watch the one that says, I know for a fact he edited the inventory video, and watch all the videos after that. He's edited all of those. Okay, Shirley? Nashira, the time I'll be posting, it's going to be somewhere in between 2 and 5 o'clock tomorrow. I don't know the exact time yet. Just mark your calendar for 2 to 5 o'clock. But hit the subscription button if you haven't already, and make sure that you hit the notification bell. So that way you can be notified when I actually drop it. Okay? But definitely want to watch that video. It's some gems being dropped in there. I've never really talked about side hustles like that before. So make sure that you go ahead and watch that tomorrow. Is a business account a must for a new business, or can I just open a separate regular personal account for my business? I don't know what you mean by account. Are you talking about a social media account, or what exactly are you talking about? Okay, I don't know what you, can you be more specific on what business account you're talking about? Last question. So the taxes of the other country, do I pay or she pays? She pays. So when it comes to shipping internationally, if you incur any taxes or fees or anything like that that has to do with travel, they have to pay for it, not you. So that's something that you need to make sure that you outline in your policies. And if you have no policies, then you need to definitely get some of those policies created and consult a lawyer. If you want, I can give you my lawyer's information, but you definitely want to have those policies built out. You mean a checking account, like a business checking account versus a separate checking account? Yes, get a business account for sure. At first, it may be hard for banks to approve you. It depends though, depending on the bank that you want to use. They may not approve you because you're a new business and sometimes you have to prove certain things. So you may just want to have a separate account period and then get your business account after you've been in business for a while. So I didn't get my business account until I was a year in. So I had a separate account at first, and then I got my business account after I was a year in with my business name on it. Is it okay for people under 18 to start an online business? I mean, why not? Why not? If you got it in you to start that business, go ahead. But what I can tell you is when it comes to licensing and stuff like that, you're going to need to be a certain age. So you may need to have a guardian that will be willing to actually fill out all of that stuff for you and get the license and all that stuff that you need. There are going to be a lot of things that you're restricted from doing. So just make sure that you have somebody who could do those things that you're restricted from doing for you, so it doesn't stop you from actually growing in your business. So you never know how much they're going to charge her for like import fees and stuff like that. She's going to know, because if they do charge her for it, they're going to send you an email, and normally they're going to send her an email too, just depending on the information that she supplied with the order. So there's nothing that you have to worry about. Just print out the label and ship it. And then once it ships, you'll know if you have to pay something additional. And she will know as well. Okay. Yes, I do have a video on how to grow on Instagram. Definitely go on my channel and search. I actually have a video on how I got to 10,000 followers in a few months. So look at that. All right. So yeah, Shirley, like I said, just ship it. If there's an extra cost, then she'll know. So there's no way for you to know. There's not a certain amount that you know in taxes that they're going to charge when you ship something internationally. That's nothing that nobody knows. It depends on the weight. It depends on the current state of where she's at. Like, it depends on a whole bunch of stuff. So you will never know. It doesn't matter if you're just new in business or if you've been in business for 5-10 years. Like, if you go to Fashion Nova and you go to their shipping policies, they tell you that any fees after they ship it, any import fees or anything like that, are the sole responsibility of the actual customer. It's not their responsibility, because they never know. So that's all I can tell you. Your priority is to just ship it. Okay, and make sure that you have that policy in place, because if you don't have the shipping policy, if it doesn't state that it's her responsibility, then she can say, well, oh, I didn't know it was my responsibility, etc., etc. So what you should do right now is go and edit your shipping policies to make sure that you reflect that for the international order. Okay, Donna, I'm subscribed to the eHustle course. You mean the eHustle Club? Is the target audience course in the eHustle the same as a class you can purchase? Yes. So the eHustle Club has access to the class, and they have access to the first edition of the target audience workbook and the second edition of the target audience workbook. And the one that you could purchase separately is actually a replay of the class that was taught to the eHustle Club, and then it's the new edition of the target audience workbook. So yes, as long as you're in the eHustle Club, you're good. You don't have to buy the target audience workbook. Now, what's not in the eHustle Club are the new classes and courses I'm going to drop. But then for those, you'll know if it's in the eHustle Club or not when they drop. But yeah, the target audience is in there. So that's the good thing. Yep, that's the great thing about being in the eHustle Club, because they literally get first dibs pretty much on almost everything. So sometimes the reason I'm able to come out with these workbooks is because somebody in the eHustle Club has said they had an issue with something, like, and then I'm like, okay, well, let me make a workbook or a book on it, or let me do a class on it. And then if I feel like it'll be helpful to more people, then I may resell the replay or like resell the book to the outside world. But the eHustle Club really has like VIP access to a bunch of stuff, on top of the fact that they get to meet with me twice a month. So we have classes twice a month, and we talk about several branding and marketing topics every single month. And then we have like guest speakers that come and visit us sometimes. So definitely join the eHustle Club, because it's bomb. And they have a group chat. So the groups, like, they get to chat among themselves in the GroupMe app, and it's really bomb. Okay, it's really, really bomb. Like I said, we had my lawyer come and speak last week, and when I tell you she was dropping gems that ladies didn't know before, she was dropping some serious gems. Okay, like people walked away like with a lot of clarity, a lot of clarity. Okay, and then when I do the classes, it's even better. Let me stop. It's just as good as when my guest speakers come. But yeah, before last week, we had a manifestation class, and that left a lot of the ladies motivated too. So it was really bomb. How do you join the club? Is on your site. It's in the description box too. But you said you found it. Yep, there you go. So it's always in my description box on my videos. You can join the eHustle Club. And when you go to my website, thebrandhustler.com, it has a tab that says the eHustle Club. And if you click it, it'll say either sign in or join now. And if you are not a part of the eHustle Club, you obviously would click join now. But if you're in the eHustle Club and you're trying to sign in to kind of look at all the classes or like do homework or something, you'll click sign in. Okay, so what do you mean how much they range from to pay? So, I mean, it depends on what you need her to do. So there's a different fee for everything. There's a different fee for trademarking. There's a different fee for contract drafting. There's a different fee for a bunch of stuff. But if you want to know who my lawyer is, you could join the eHustle Club and you can see who she is. She actually gives her contact information in the eHustle Club, and she even gave them a discount because they're in the eHustle Club. So you should definitely join that. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for telling me happy belated birthday. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Okay? But I think I'm going to get off. I think it's enough. I think I've been on here enough time, because it is time for me to go check my emails and get this stuff done. But I literally just wanted to come on here and kind of see what it was like. But yeah, thank y'all for helping me hit 20K again. The next milestone is 25K. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. If you know somebody that has a business and they could use the help, tell them to subscribe to my channel, share my videos, all that stuff. so that we could get to 25K and so that I could do another giveaway. So if you've been subscribed for a while, you know that when I hit 10K, I gave away a Dymo 4XL printer completely for free, which is amazing, especially when you have physical products and you're trying to print like your labels and stuff. You don't need ink or anything. All you need is a label printer and labels, and it prints out without you needing to spend money on ink. So I'm thinking about doing another giveaway for 25K. I don't know what I want to give away yet, actually. But yeah, so make sure you subscribe, make sure you share the channel so that we can make it to 25K faster, so I can have a giveaway, so I can give something away. And then also start brainstorming what you want me to give away too, because I'm going to ask. Like last time I did a poll on what I should give away, and the Dymo 4XL printer won. So make sure you start brainstorming some stuff that you think I should give away when I hit 25K. But we got to get to 25K first. So I'm about to sign off, y'all. Bye.